Yes, class. How are you all?
वालेकुम अस्सलाम मैम ठीक फाइन
वालेकुम अस्सलाम मैम।
Okay. So this is our second lecture after midterm. In the last class, I told you about the barriers of communication, and we covered some of the types of the barriers of communication. So before starting our new topics in barriers of communication, and before discussing the new types of the barriers, I want all of you to explain me those types which I have explained in the last lecture. So for that reason, I will call your names one by one, and you have to explain me. So first, Zainab, can you please turn off the microphone? Zainab, can you hear me? I think I should turn off her. Farhan, कैसे? Farhan.
Yes, ma'am.
जी बेटा, how are you?
Fine, ma'am.
Okay. Kindly explain me what is the barrier in communication and what are the types of the barrier.
मैम मैं तभी भी आया हूँ।
तो बेटा हमने लास्ट लेक्चर तो सुना है ना?
कौन सा लास्ट लेक्चर में?
Which I have uploaded on your Google Classroom.
नो मैम अभी नहीं सुना।
तो why you are here?
पहले वो सुन ले।
जी बेटा वो आपका पर्सनल लेक्चर था।
चले मैम मैं सुनता हूँ
I
जल्दी।
I also mentioned that you all have to read those barriers from the book because you have to explain me those barriers in this class. Now in
नहीं पढ़
every
लेता मैम
class
कोई
you
बात
have your presentation. Now in every class you have your presentation and you have to present those topics which I will explain in the previous class.
नहीं। यस मैम।
Fatma Waheed. Fatima Waheed. Can you listen me, Fatma? Ismail Mustafa. Are you listening me? Laiba Fatma. Laiba. Maruf.
यस मैम।
जी बेटा आप एक्सप्लेन करें व्हाट इज द बैरियर.
Ma'am, barrier is something that interrupt, that prevent in our communications. We discuss a three type of barrier: infra, intrapersonal barrier, intrapersonal barrier, and organization barrier. सबसे पहले जो हमारे पास इंट्रापर्सनल बैरियर है वो हम खुद वन पर्सन के दरमियान होता है और वो सिर्फ यानी कि हमारे एटीट्यूड के मुताबिक, कल्चर के मुताबिक, रीजन के मुताबिक, लैंग्वेज के मुताबिक होता है। और जो इंफ्रा होता है वो वन टू वन पर्सन के मुताबिक या फेस टू फेस कम्युनिकेशन के जब हम करते हैं तो उसमें दो पर्सन के मुताबिक होता है। और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लेवल जैसे कि सबऑर्डिनेट्स का अपने मैनेजर्स वगैरह के साथ इस तरह की कम्युनिकेशन होती है। हम लोगों ने इंट्रापर्सनल बैरियर में 5 बैरियर्स पढ़े थे, 6 बैरियर्स पढ़े थे। रॉन्ग अजम्पशंस, हम लोग अज्यूम ही रॉन्ग कर लेते हैं कि पहले से ही हम लोगों ने अज्यूम कर लिया कि ये ठीक है या नहीं ठीक है। अगर किसी ने किसी को मैसेज किया शॉर्ट फॉर्म में या दूसरी तरह तो जो सेंडर, ये ज़्यादातर सेंडर की तरफ से होता है। सेंडर ने अगर रिसीवर को मैसेज किया और अगर रिसीवर को कुछ पता ही ना हो उसके मतलब उसके बारे में, तो ये सेंडर की रॉन्ग अजम्पशन हुई है कि उसने सोचा है ऐसे कि उसको पता होगा लेकिन उसको नहीं पता। और सेकंड हमारे पास आ जाता है कि परसीव, हम लोग एक मिनट, हम लोग अज्यूम कर लेते हैं, हम लोग परसीव रॉन्ग करते हैं और अगर ज़्यादातर हमारे पास जो आती है वो आती है बैकग्राउंड डिफ़िकल्टी। हर इंसान मुख्तलिफ बैकग्राउंड से होता है, उनका डिफरेंट कल्चर होता है, डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस होती हैं। अगर एक मैनेजर 5-6 सबऑर्डिनेट्स को कोई काम कह रहा है तो वो हर एक जो है वो डिफरेंट बैकग्राउंड से आते हैं, और उन सबका जो है उन्हें सबको मुख्तलिफ समझ आएगी। हर एक की जो मेंटलिटी है वो डिफरेंट है इस तरह। और इंट्रापर्सनल
Thank you.
बैरियर में ओके
Thank you. Arun, Khalid. Heath. Hafiza Muniba. Muhammad Jahandar.
Yes, ma'am.
Ji beta, kindly explain what is the different perceptions.
मैम जो डिफरेंट परसेप्शन वेराइड परसेप्शंस होती हैं ना, ये इंडिविजुअल्स के अंदर, ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के अंदर होती हैं कि जैसे कि अब एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, उसके अंदर एक मैनेजर है, उसने अगर सबऑर्डिनेट से उसने बात करनी है, उसने कोई ऑर्डर देना है, तो उसके लिहाज से वो डिफरेंट होगा। लेकिन जो डिफरेंट लोग होंगे, डिफरेंट सबऑर्डिनेट्स होंगे, उन सब के वो सब डिफरेंट डिफरेंट मायने उसके समझेंगे, डिफरेंट अंडरस्टैंडिंग होगी। तो जैसे कि अब एक टीचर है क्लास के अंदर, वो स्टूडेंट्स को लेक्चर दे रहा है, अब सारे स्टूडेंट्स का ये तो नहीं कि सेम ही बात समझेंगे, सेम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू समझेंगे, डिफरेंट स्टूडेंट्स उस लेक्चर का डिफरेंट मीनिंग लेंगे। तो एक ये बैरियर आ जाता है कम्युनिकेशन में। इसे दूर करने के लिए ये होता है कि हमें जो मैनेजर है, जो कि सेंडर है, उसे चाहिए कि वो ज्यादा अच्छी तरह एक्सप्लेन करे, एक वाइडर स्टेप ले, अनबाइस्ड पर्सपेक्टिव उसका, मतलब ज्यादा अच्छा पर्सपेक्टिव हो, और क्या नाम है, कम्युनिकेशन के अंदर कोई बैरियर ना आने दें। इसे हम कहते हैं वेरिड परसेप्शन।
Very good. So Muqaddas Ramzan. Muqaddas. Mushar. Okay, fine. If any one of you want to explain about the previous lecture, because I will only mark your attendance if you will explain those points. I'm not going to call the name. If any one of you want me to mark your attendance, so explain me any topic from the previous lecture. Okay, no one want me to mark his or her attendance. Okay. I will only mark Maruk's and Jahandar's attendance today. Now, I have 3 names who want to give me the presentation. First one is Nishwa Noor. Nishwa Noor is here.
Yes, ma'am.
Ji beta, if you want to give presentation or not?
Yes, ma'am. I want to give presentation.
Ji, kindly on your camera.
Okay, ma'am. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon to all of you. My name is Nishwa Noor from DPT Section A. I am very thankful to all of you that you came here to see my presentation. Today is my topic about harmful effects of drugs. But before I start my topic, I want to discuss some key points with you which I will discuss in today's presentation. I want to discuss about harmful effects of drugs on our health and lifestyle, and to create awareness among people who use drugs. First of all, I will tell you about that what is drugs. Drug is any chemicals you take that affects the way your body works. Then I will tell you effects of drug addiction. The effects of drug addictions are memory problem, confusion, depression, irritability, dizziness, high blood pressure, slow breathing, and so many. And sign and symptoms of drug addiction are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, cold sweat, uh, feeling of heaviness, and how we can treat the patient who addicted to drugs. We can treat them by family services, mental health services, educational services, legal services, and these are the best treatment process provide a combination of therapies and other services to meet the patient individual. Conclusion, I will conclude it by telling you that now I will conclude it by telling you that drug is a machine of killing. Drug is a machine of killing. It causes cancer, heart attack, and many other diseases. It is waste lot of money and envelop people in bad work. So don't do drugs. For future statement, I want to say that the danger from drug is too great to ignore. Thank you.
Okay, Nishma, it was a good topic and you have organized your content very well. But we discussed about the on camera techniques, that how we give presentation on camera. I know it's very difficult, and for me nowadays it is also very difficult to learn and apply those kind of techniques here while teaching you. But you have to look into the camera, because when you look into the camera, then the audience can feel that you are looking into their eyes. Okay? So I know it's difficult. I'm also working on it. But for you also, it's my tip that you have to look into the camera whenever you are giving presentation
Okay,
on
ma'am.
camera. And second one is just to work on your accent and the pronunciation of some words. You need to work on your delivery part. Otherwise, it is a good presentation regarding the content and the organization. It was very well organized.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, next one is Noor Fatma.
Yes, ma'am.
जी
Okay, ma'am, start करूँ?
जी on your camera please.
Yeah, ma'am. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon. I am Nur Fatma, and my topic is Lahore Resolution. First of all, we will talk about the introduction of the Lahore Resolution. The Lahore Resolution was commonly known as Pakistan Resolution, and it was a formal political statement which is adopted by the Muslim third day session on 22nd to 24th March 1914. And this is also called the Greater Muslim Autonomy for the British India. In this session, the demand to be a separate homeland for which is known as Pakistan. The resolution was prepared by A.K. Fazlul Haq. The Lahore resolution was written and prepared by Muhammad Zafarullah Khan, and A.K. Fazlul Haq was the Prime Minister of Bengal. In the after the after the no, from March 22nd to March 24th, 1914, the All Muslim League held the annual session in Manto Park, Lahore. This session proved to be historical, and this session was between 22nd March to 24th March 1914. The Manto Park is now known as Iqbal Park. The welcome address of this session was made by Sir Shahnawaz. The address was made by Sir Shahnawaz Mandor. In the speech, Muhammad Ali Jinnah Muhammad Ali Jinnah speech on the topic of Pakistan resolution, and after this speech, Muslim got a separate homeland for themselves, and there they live. Members with me.
अच्छा ठीक है. It's a good informative topic about Pakistan resolution, and there was no proper ending due to some reasons. Otherwise, it was a good and authentic content for that. Just work on your delivery part. You have to work on it, and you have to make eye contact with the audience by looking into the camera. Okay. Next one is Najib Rauf. Najib is here or not? Najib is here. Najib, can you hear me? I think there is some problem in Najib's network. Okay, before starting today's lecture, I want to explain something. I want to tell you something about your presentations that now you have covered you have done with your midterm syllabus and midterm exams as well, and you know that right after the Eid you will be having your final term. So it means we are left with only 4 to 5 weeks, okay, for this semester. And you know that I have assigned you another project presentation in which you have when we talk about USA Speak, that you have to present a presentation on any persuasive topic. This was for informative topic. This presentation which is going on right now, this is on informative topic, and that would be on persuasive topic, and that would be on that would be that would be of um, 5 to 7 minutes speech. Okay, not less than that, because this presentation was only 2 minutes. So this is these are the differences in between this presentation on that presentation. You know that you have 15 marks of your project, and 5 marks from that, those 15 marks will be of this informative presentation, and 10 marks of your that project would be from that particular persuasive speech which you have to deliver to me. Now, those who have done with their informative speeches, they should have to start working on their persuasive speeches. Okay? Watch TED Talks and select any topic, and do tell me about your topic, and do discuss your topic with me, because I will not keep these things in your mind that I will not take your presentation if you haven't given me your topic, if you haven't discussed your topic with me before. And that would be the first rule of that presentation, because that your topic should be discussed with me individually. You all have to discuss your topics with me, that on which topic you are going to present, and how you are going to present your content, and what type of evidences you are going to add, and which techniques you are going to use. Each and everything in detail you have to discuss with me. You can call me, you can contact me on WhatsApp individually, but that topic and that content should be discussed beforehand with me. First rule is that. And I'm just revising these rules, and you all know about these rules because we have discussed about these presentations before midterm. Okay? So some things are changed because now your presentation will be on Google Meet. So it doesn't mean that you should not be formal. You have to wear formal dressing when you will be presenting. Either you presenting this informative speech, or either you will present that persuasive speech. So keep this thing in your mind that from 15 marks of your project presentation, 5 will be from this and 10 will be from that. So that presentation will carry of your exact 10 marks from your out of your 100 marks of this particular course. And your limit of your presentation not less than 5 minutes, because I will not accept any presentation which is less than 5 minutes. I will listen your presentation, but I will not mark your presentation if it is less than 5 minutes. It should be at least 5 minutes, and 5 to 7 or 8 minutes. Okay? And other than that, when these presentations are going to start, your presentations will start on the last week of Ramadan, as we have Ramadan from, I think, Saturday. So you will be having your presentation on from 26th May. Okay? 26th May, Tuesday, that would be the first day when you will be having your presentation. And these presentations will be held according to your USA portal, like the first roll number first and second roll number second. And on 26th May, you will first 40 in the 45 minutes lecture, six students will present. Okay, first six students will present, and after that you will be having your presentation on 28th, and the next six students will present, and hence your presentations will go on in the next 2 weeks to cover up your presentations. So keep this thing in mind. Gigi.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम मैम, मैम आप अपनी लिस्ट दे दीजिएगा रोल नंबर वाइज।
हाँ, पोर्टल की लिस्ट सेंड कर दूंगी। सो दिस इज
सेकंड ये कि जो कम्युनिकेशन बैरियर वाला चैप्टर है ना, वो हमारे नोट्स में नहीं है, जो आपने नोट्स दिए ना वो उसमें नहीं होता।
I have uploaded the book on your portal.
मैम बुक नहीं मिल रहा, बुक में भी मैंने चेक किया लेकिन नहीं मिल रहा, बुक में भी नहीं मिल रहा।
बुक के अंदर सेकंड चैप्टर है, बुक के अंदर सेकंड चैप्टर है, मैंने अभी देखा है।
लेट मी शो यू
पेज नंबर पे बता देना।
मैं आप लेट मी शो यू
मैम पेज नंबर बता दो।
It's not about the it's just a lame excuse about that you can't find the book, because if it is so, you have to tell me
पेज नंबर 25 है।
You have to tell me beforehand.
लेकिन मैम हम बुक से कैसे पढ़ेंगे, वो मोबाइल पे पढ़ पढ़ के पहले ही आईसाइट इतनी वीक हो गई है। पहले तो फिर भी नोट से तो हमने उससे पढ़ लिया था, बुक कितनी ज्यादा ऊपर से हम कैसे पढ़ेंगे उसमें से, सब कुछ मोबाइल पे कर करके सर दर्द हो जाता है। मैम या तो स्लाइड्स में ज्यादा लिख दें। मैम स्लाइड्स में आप ज्यादा लिख दें।
नहीं बेटा, you have to read from the book. This is the book. In this book we have a chapter on barriers of communication. I don't know why it is not opening.
मैम जो आपने नोट्स दिए थे वो भी इसी बुक में से थे ना?
हाँ। Have you seen the videos which I have uploaded?
ये
मैम लास्ट वाली नहीं देखी, बाकी तो देखते रहे हैं।
I also shared the YouTube video links.
मैम ये लिखा है
kindly see this chapter, second barriers to communication, page number is 25. Okay, this is the book. Kindly read from this book. Okay, I am unable to open this book right now just because of the network problem, but you can see this book.
मैम आप एग्जांपल दे सकती हैं यूएसए स्पीक में कैसे टॉपिक ने हम लोग, यूएसए स्पीक्स के लिए कोई एग्जांपल दे दें टॉपिक के लिए।
यस मैम, परसुएसिव टॉपिक की कोई एग्जांपल दें।
Now the title is not USA Speak. It would be I prefer persuasive presentations, because it's not the USA Speak going on right now here. So it would be your persuasive presentation. You can see on TED Talks, different TED Talks also, but I can give you different topics. Like you can say that if you are in favor of online teaching, okay, and you are saying that online teaching is good, or you are saying that online teaching is not good for learning or for teaching, or whatever the reasons you have. So this is the opinion in persuasive topic.
कोई इस्लामिक टॉपिक सकते हैं? मतलब
हाँ
we
जी,
will
आप
just
ले सकते हैं।
okay
हाँ,
ma'am.
आप ले सकते हैं. You will choose only one topic in which you have your own opinion. But it shouldn't be like that if you are giving your own opinion, that would not be based upon any logics or any facts. You can give or can convince to your audience on your opinion, but your opinions should be based upon some logics, some arguments, some assertive arguments, some evidences, some facts. ठीक है. अब let's suppose if I say that I just want to give my presentation on this topic that uh, having that if I say that having a mobile phone nowadays mobile phones have decreased our social networking with our decreased our ethics and now somehow that this social networking has increased our the hostile nature or aggressive nature due to the psychological effects. ठीक है. So I will explain that how this social networking or technology has effect on our psychology and how it has disturbed our hormones. That how it has affected on our hormones, and now we are more hostile and we are more stressful. Why? So I will give some evidences and I will give some facts about it to convince the audience that yes, usage of these mobile phones and electronic gadgets have made us more made our nature more disturbing. We are more disturbed now. We are more stressful. So ये इस तरह आप किसी भी topic पे in which you have your opinion, you can give your presentation by convincing your audience. And how you will convince through different facts or these all we have learned in the presentation skills, that how we can organize our content, how we can plan our content. So you have to reread the presentation skills notes so that you can prepare your content according to your topic, because we know that we have different purpose. First one was to inform the audience. Second one was to persuade the audience. Now it's your time to persuade your audience. Okay? So for that reason, your content organization would be a little bit different. Ji.
Okay, ma'am.
Is it clear to all of you about your presentation?
Yes ma'am, थोड़ा
यस मैम.
Okay.
यानी मैम प्रेजेंटेशन ऐसी प्रेजेंटेशन है जिसके अंदर हमने अपना ओपिनियन देना होता है और उसे कन्विंस करना होता है ऑडियंस से कि वो हमारे ओपिनियन से एग्री करें.
जी.
ओके मैम.
जी. Now after we have discussed about the presentations. So in every class, in the next class, Muniba, you have to tell me that what are the other 3 or 4 members who are going to present. So we are going to start our lecture. Yes. So previously we were talking about the barriers of communication, and so far we have discussed the different types of intrapersonal communication. And today we will discuss about other interpersonal barriers. Among interpersonal barriers, we have discussed 3 barriers: limited vocabulary, incompatibility of verbal and non-verbal messages, emotional outbursts. Now we will discuss about the communication selectivity. What is communication selectivity? It's, as the name suggests, selection, that the receiver selects some part of communication, that I will listen only this part and I will skip the rest of the part. That is called the communication selectivity. Let's suppose if I am talking, and when you think as a receiver that I will only listen to my teacher when she will be talking about any presentation or any project related instruction. Otherwise, when she starts talking about the lecture or any content, I will not listen to her. So it means that you yourself as a receiver has decided that I will listen this. You select the part of the listening, that you will select only this part of the listening. That is called communication selectivity. But that hinders a lot of responses, and that hinders the 100% feedback also, because sometimes it happens that you think as a sender that this is not important for me to listen, but sometimes that is important for you to listen, because as a receiver or as a listener, you you think that this is what I know. Let's suppose if someone starts talking about in front of you nutrition, and you all think that we know about nutrition. What is nutrition? We know about it. We don't want to listen anymore. But maybe that person is telling you more about nutrition or something new about nutrition which you don't know. Okay, so don't have this thing in your mind that I know everything. That is the same barrier, because these barriers interlink with each other. When you think that categorical thinking that I know all. Remember when we were talking about the intrapersonal barrier, categorical thinking, that is the barrier in which we said that the listener or the receiver has this thing in his mind that I know all. So that category will lead him towards not listening to the sender. Because that is the barrier, when he will not listen to the barrier and he will not understand whatever the sender is saying. So this is the same in interpersonal communication, the communication selectivity. When you think sometimes that you don't want to listen, this is irrelevant. Sometimes you think that this is irrelevant, and sometimes you think that you know everything about this topic. So this is also a barrier. So in order to resolve this, you don't need to have a prejudgments or presupposition about the content or about the receiver. You have to give a time to the receiver, and you have to pay attention whatever the receiver is saying. Okay. In fact, next one is cultural variation. Between two persons or between different persons, you can have different cultural variations. Let's suppose if you are talking with any manager, with any company's manager, which is international company. So different customs they have, different beliefs they have, different etiquettes they have, different languages they have seen the video. In that video you can also see that they have shown the cultural variation in that particular video as well. Sometimes if you let's suppose if we are Pakistani and we don't prefer shaking hands with the opposite gender, but in America they don't bother this thing. Okay, so at that time when they two people are communicating with each other, when two people meet and they both are opposite in gender, they both are Americans, so they can shake their hand. But if one person is from America and one person is from Pakistan, so they have to cater this cultural variation during their conversation. For that reason, when both are at a different words, at that time they have to think that at this situation, which appropriate gesture or appropriate communication way is which communication way is appropriate. Either communication could be verbal or non-verbal. So you have to think that at that time we have to do those things which shouldn't be against the ethics of one of that communicator during that conversation. So you should avoid those things which could lead towards any hostile or defensive situation. Okay, so we should avoid such kind of situation that could make other person defensive or other person aggressive or hostile. So we should avoid such kind of situations. So this is another barrier. Other thing is poor listening skills, and I don't think so that we should go into detail about this poor listening skills, because we have read all the whole chapter about listening skills and poor listening habits and how we can improve the suggestions for the poor listening skills also. But the common obstacle to communication is poor listening habits, because many of the barriers come under this heading. We should remember that listening and hearing are also not the same. Hearing is passive and listening is active. So, what are the tips which I have told you for active listening? Can anyone tell me? What are the tips we have discussed when we were talking about the listening skills, that we should these are the tips we should opt for active listening?
Active.
No one
क्लास में
remembers?
पढ़ा था जो
जी
क्या है मैम
मैम
वो
जो
जो
एक्टिव
मतलब मैम आंख
जो एक्टिव लिसनर होगा, जो सुन रहा होगा, तो वो ज्यादा सुनने पे ध्यान देगा, वो ये नहीं करेगा लिखने राइट नहीं करेगा, उसको ज्यादा सुनेगा। और उसके बाद जो एक्टिव लिसनिंग होगा वो आगे की नहीं सोचेगा कि आगे क्या होगा, या फिर वो उसको इंटरप्ट नहीं करेगा। वो ये सोचेगा कि अगर उसको नहीं भी आता होगा तो वो फिर भी उसकी बात को सुनेगा। और अगर कोई एक्टिव लिसनिंग ऐसा हो जो उसको पता होगा कि इस टॉपिक के बारे में ये बात कर रहा है, वो इसको जानता भी होगा लेकिन फिर भी वो उसको सुनेगा, क्योंकि उसको लगेगा कि ये आगे शायद ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन दे दे, वो इसको इंटरप्ट नहीं करेगा डिफरेंट क्वेश्चन पूछ कर।
Farhan, can you explain something?
कर सकता हूँ मैं। जैसे कि मैम क्या एक्सप्लेन करूँ?
मतलब what are the what you think that we learned about the habits of a good listener?
मैम एक गुड लिसनर जो है वो पहले तो जो स्पीकर है उसकी बात को ध्यान से सुनेगा और बाद बीच में इंटरप्ट नहीं करेगा। वो इसलिए नहीं सुनेगा कि इंटरप्ट करे दरमियान में, बल्कि इसलिए सुनेगा ताकि वो कुछ सीखे। ठीक है मैम?
हाँ, so we have discussed these things in very detail.
आवाज नहीं आ रही सही तुम्हारी।
I think Muniba, you have some network issues. We can't hear you properly.
Excuse me, ma'am. मैम जो है ना एक्टिव लिसनर वो क्या करेगा जब वो स्पीच कर रहा होगा प्रेजेंटर, तो उसमें उसको अगर कोई क्वेश्चंस होंगे तो उसको नोट डाउन कर लेगा कि पॉइंट्स में जो है वो लिख लेगा, और उसके बाद जब क्वेश्चन का सेशन आएगा तब वो उससे पूछ सकता है। इसके अलावा उसकी पर्सनैलिटी पे वो नहीं जाएगा, और अगर वो जब वो नहीं भी सुनना चाह रहा होगा उस वक्त भी उसको सुनेगा वो।
और उसको अटेंशन से सुने, और जो अपना है ना रिस्पॉन्ड वो ना नॉन वर्बली यानी कि अपने एक्सप्रेशन वगैरह से शो करवाएगा। इंटरेस्टिंग उसके अपने यानी कि सिटिंग पैटर्न से बताएगा कि मैं इंटरेस्टेड हूँ या नहीं, मतलब उसको इंटरप्ट नहीं करेगा किसी के लिहाज से।
Very good. So we all know very much about the habits of the poor listener and habits of the good listener. So I think you all are working on improving your listening skills, and we have also practiced a lot to improve our listening skills. So this is also the barrier when we have poor listening habits, and those habits are prejudgments, presuppositions, for not taking interest, and such kind of bad habits which you have. So in order to avoid, you all have given me the suggestions how we can avoid these. Next one is noise in the channel. That could be a physical barrier, or but you can see that noise in the channel. Channel means that channel which is in the process of communication we use for the transmission of the signal. Okay, so if you are talking on the phone, you can many times you have faced that problem that if there is any voice which is disturbing you, irregular voice, any type of voice which is interrupting your signal or disturbing your talk with another person, you will get irritated. Okay, you will not be able to talk more than 1 minute, I think so, because I also have felt many times that whenever I'm talking on the phone and there is any interrupted voice which is interrupting me, which is bothering me, so I'm unable to talk with that person. So that is also the barrier when you have any voice in during conveying your transmission of your message. This is why I always remember this thing that I always told you about that whenever you start your presentation, before starting the presentation, please look into those technicalities which you are going to use. If you are using mic, check the mic, either mic is working properly or not, either your electronic, if you are using any screen, whatever, any network, if you are using internet, you can't use if you need to use internet, because now if we are working on the Google Meet, if we are having our lectures on Google Meet and you have your presentation here, so you have to work on your internet also, that during your presentation your internet should be proper, there shouldn't be any network issue. So these are the things which I told you before, that you have to cater that either these things are working properly or not, in order to avoid any network issue, any channel issue, which also interrupts your presentation, interrupts your communication. Okay, which also could be the barrier in your communication. So these are noises, any physical noise, any noises from the people outside. These kind of the things are also the barrier of communication. And sometimes you can say that it is not necessarily limited to audio disturbance, but can also occur in visual, audio, visual, written, physical, or psychological form. All these forms of noise communicate extraneous matter which may distract the receiver from the message and even irritate him. Sometimes it's not about only audio voices, it's about visual disturbance also. If you for example, if you can see this slide, if there are a lot of pictures and you are unable to see the written words, and the pictures are interlinking with the words, and some words are hidden under those pictures, so that is also a disturbance, because I am using this channel to explain you, to communicate with you, so it shouldn't be disturbing for you. So this is also that other visual and written disturbance could occur during your presentation. So this is all from the interpersonal barriers. We are going to end this lecture here. I have just explained other interpersonal barriers. What you all have to do for the next class, you have to revise interpersonal or interpersonal barriers. There are 7 interpersonal barriers: poor listening skills, and noisy channels, and other listening habits. So you have to read interpersonal barriers from the notes, and I'm going to upload this lecture also. And for those who have presented in this particular lecture, kindly see this lecture, because you have to see yourself for your own evaluation, so that you can do better in the next presentations. Okay, so far if you have any question regarding the presentation, regarding the content which we have covered so far, you can ask me right now.
मैम जो वो रमजान में प्रेजेंटेशन होगी वो 5 मिनट की होगी
जी, 5 to 7 minutes.
तो मैम वो यही वाली होगी जिसको हमने आपको असाइनमेंट बना के दी थी?
नहीं बेटा, ये तो हो रही है ना आपकी इंफॉर्मेटिव.
मतलब वो चेंज करना पड़ेगा टॉपिक?
जी बेटा, दिस इज इंफॉर्मेटिव टॉपिक. For those presentations, you have to select any persuasive topic.
जैसे कि मैं
जैसे
कोई ऐसा टॉपिक जिस पे डिबेट हो सकती है, कोई एक बंदा उसके अगेंस्ट हो, कोई बंदा उसके फॉर में हो, इस तरह
सोचना पड़ेगा।
Any other question?
मैम एक पॉइंट था इमोशनल ऑब्स्ट्रक्ट के बारे में, उसके बारे में बता दें। इमोशनल ऑब्स्ट्रक्ट वो पॉइंट हमने पढ़ा था ना इंफ्रा पर्सनल कम्युनिकेशन में, वो वाला।
अच्छा, इमोशनल आउटबर्स्ट।
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, इमोशनल आउटबर्स्ट, anyone of you can explain? जहांदार, can you explain?
यस मैम, जैसे कि एग्जांपल है, अगर मैं अपने किसी फ्रेंड को कंट्रोल कर रहा हूँ उसके फादर्स की डेथ पे, वो इमोशनल होगा जिसकी वजह से वो मेरी कम्युनिकेशन से सही तरह वो मुझसे बात नहीं सही तरह कर पाएगा, क्योंकि उसके अंदर ये इमोशनल आउटबर्स्ट की कम्युनिकेशन के अंदर आता है। ये भी कम्युनिकेशन की फेलियर है। यानी अगर कोई दूसरा इंसान इमोशंस की वजह से हमारे कम्युनिकेशन को सही तरह नहीं सुन पा रहा, हमारी बात को सही तरह नहीं सुन पा रहा, इसे हम इमोशनल आउटबर्स्ट कहेंगे।
मैम आपने एक एग्जांपल दी थी एक्सीडेंट की, तो वो ये था कि अगर किसी पर्सन का एक्सीडेंट हो और वो बाद में किसी से कम्युनिकेट करे तो वो सही तरह से कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर पाएगा उससे।
Yes, ma'am.
So yes, I have given that example. I'm going to explain that example again. Let's suppose that you are coming to university, okay, and you have just heard about the accident of your friend, or you yourself had an accident before coming to university. Okay, so mild accident.
Yes.
I'm not talking about it. Okay, so at that time you would be in that particular trance. So if you have your presentation at that time, you would not be able to speak well because those things will be in your mind. So that
Yes,
emotional
ma'am.
trauma which is going on in your mind will disturb you. Sometimes it happens. Why we call this thing that we shouldn't mix our personal lives with our professional lives? Because of our emotions. Okay? Because if we are disturbed in our personal life, if we have any fight with if I have my any fight with my parents, with my brother, so if I'm going to university and I have to teach you, but I am mentally disturbed, emotionally disturbed, so it means that would affect my presentation also. This is why we always said that don't mix your personal emotions with your professional work. So sometimes it happens that within your professional life, some things happen which disturb your emotions as well. So, for example, that someone has told you before that this colleague think about you this way. Okay, have the negative thinking about you. Whenever you will be in front of those three colleagues, when those who have the negative opinion about you, you will have that emotional trauma in your mind that they don't like me. So either you in a defensive mode and you don't want to talk with them, or either you be disturbed because of their opinion which they are carrying for you. Okay, so those kind of emotional trauma are also hinders or also
Okay,
interrupts
ma'am.
your connection with that particular colleague.
ठीक है मैम, समझ आ गई।
Anything else, beta?
Oh man.
Okay, beta. Thank you very much. Start working on the presentations and best of luck for your final term also. And now, please work on your project seriously. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
मैम फाइनल भी ऑनलाइन होंगे?